Hello, students. How are you all? Welcome back to our online classes from LPM Public School that is situated at Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. So, my dear students, this is your science teacher, and today I'm here with a new chapter from your science book, The Water Cycle. So, my dear students, you know very well water is very precious and we should not waste it. So, students, in this chapter, we are going to know about the three forms of water and about water cycle. Students, water is only substance on the earth naturally occur in three forms, that is ice, water and water vapor. So students, in our previous chapter you had learned about sources of water. As you know, the rain is the main source of water. So in this chapter we are going to know about the three forms of water and the water cycle. Now look at the picture given below. Write the name of these forms of water right below the pictures. Students, look at the first picture. This is the picture of ice. So here you have to write ice. In second, this is the picture of rain and it is water. In next, there is a glass of water. And in the last picture, a steam or water vapor is come out from the electric kettle. Now students, as you know that water is present all around us, it is even present in the air, it rains at some places while it snows at places where it is very cold. Now let us learn more about why it rains and snows. First of all, look at the three forms of water. Water changes its form. The three forms of water are water, water vapor and ice. So these three forms of water change from one to another. Look at the picture. The three water states: steam, water and ice. Students, do you know what happens when water is heated? What comes out of the vessel when water boils? Yes, it is steam that comes out. Steam is also called water vapor. Now, look at this picture. When water is heated, it forms water vapor. And this water vapor is also known as steam. Look at the picture. This is water vapor which is in a gaseous state. Now students, what would happen if a steel plate is held on the top of the vessel with boiling water? You would see tiny droplets of water on the plate. On touching the cold plate, the steam cools down and changes back into droplets of water. Now look at these pictures. Water vapor comes in contact with cool surface of the lid or steel plate and condenses back into water. Students, look at the picture. Look at the steel plate or lid of the vessel, there is a droplets of water. So students, when water vapors comes in contact with a cool surface, it changes back into droplets of water. You add ice to your drinks in the summer. Do you know how ices form? Fill an ice tray with water and keep it in the freezer. After some times, the water will change into ice. Thus, ice is formed when water freezes. Look at this picture. Water after freezing, it changes into ice. Ice, water vapor, and water are the three forms of water. These three forms can change from one to the another. Now look at these pictures. Melts on heating and turns into water. So students, water changes its form due to change in temperature. Or you can say that the three forms of water is change from one to the another. Now let's move on to our next topic, that is water cycle. So students, water completes the whole journey from the earth to the sky and then again back to earth from the sky. So students, this topic is generally a description of water cycle, and water cycle is the journey from the earth to the sky and again back to the earth from the sky. Now let's read this topic. The sun heats the water in ponds, lakes, and rivers. This water changes into water vapor, and water vapor rises in the air. It cools and forms small water droplets. The water droplets form clouds. Inside the clouds, the small drops of water join and form big drops. And these big drops become so heavy that the cloud cannot hold them any longer. These water drops fall as rain. And the rainwater fills up ponds, lakes, and river. Again, the water gets heated up and by the sun and forms cloud, and these clouds bring us rain again. So students, the cycle of water forming water vapor, clouds, then falling as rain and filling up ponds, lakes, and rivers is called the water cycle. So students, the process of water cycle is always continued. Now, water moves from the oceans to the atmosphere, from the atmosphere to the land, and from the land back to the ocean. So, students, the definition of water cycle is the cycle of water forming water vapor clouds, then falling as rain and filling up ponds, lakes, and rivers is called the water cycle. Now, students, let's come to the summary of this chapter. When water is heated, it changes into steam. So, students, in this chapter, we had learned about the three forms of water: ice, water vapor, and water. So, students, water vapor is also known as steam. And when water is heated, it changes into steam or water vapor. When water vapor cools, it forms teeny droplets of water. So students, when water vapor cools down, it forms into teeny droplets of water. And when water freezes, it forms ice. The sun heats the water in ponds, lakes and river. This water changes into water vapor. So students, when water in ponds, lakes and river or oceans is heated, then this water changes into water vapor, and water vapor cools and forms water droplets which form clouds. And when these drops of water become so heavy that the clouds cannot hold them any longer, then these water drops fall as rain. So students, I hope you understood about the water cycle and the three forms of water very well by the help of this video. Now your turn to study and grasp it. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy and stay at your home. Thank you students. Bye and take care.